Hey everybody, welcome back to Trekyards. He is Commander Cockins.
He is Vice Admiral Foley.
Oh, I see what you do. Okay, he's Admiral Cockins. He jumped ahead of me because, that's how this works now. Today we're talking about Admiral Shelby, who was Lieutenant Commander Shelby in Best of Both Worlds, on a fast track to the command to the Admiralty. I forget exactly how it's worded, but anyway, she flew right by Picard, right by Riker, and became an admiral. And
you say that, but Riker was happy to be captain for like 18 years, and Picard left.
Ambition is different for everybody. So.
Yes, but it shows that Kim,
he had the heart and the soul and the ambition. He just got shafted.
So this, of course, is the big sort of guest cameo. We've had a few now. We've had Tuvok, we've had Laren, we've had Shelby. Now, did this play as a big moment? Because I know those both are like, ooh, yay moments. Did her coming on the end, the Epic Enterprise F Bridge, did it play as much as it could have?
It was a surprise for me, for sure. It was great to see her back. She didn't really have that Shelby vibe to her, honestly. But, no, it was nice to see her.
They're more logical, bringing people, like, obviously Admiral Janeway or even Clancy from Season 1 would have made, does this show more sense? Because they mentioned Janeway lots, the Seven connection, the Borg connection, the Queen connection. Shelby ought to make sense from a reunion perspective, which is why they've done it. And obviously much cheaper than Kate Mulgrew, which is fine, right? Although then you can murder her in cold blood if you were doing Janeway or, Clancy. Yeah, I mean, apart from the very, very low budget F bridge, I'm sure a lot of Stowe fans are very disappointed, especially considering they could just have green screened her on a table, on a chair, and done the bridge from if they had wanted to, right? Or redesigned. Like, it's just
as it is, she was just in an office chair, as you pointed out. So.
Yes, you don't see it when you're watching it, but when you're doing a review of it for 3 or 4 hours, you're like, oh, that is just an office chair from the production lot. No effort was put in whatsoever. But I mean, also, who cares? But it's also the Enterprise. Like, it's weird to say that who cares, it's a quick scene, but it's the actual Enterprise of this era of the last 15 years.
Even the Titan had a nicer captain's chair.
Yeah, and their official captain's chair is of it's But Shelby, though, I wish she had more, and to kill her seems a giant waste. Obviously, I mean, she has a nice speech, but it's not. Yeah, she wasn't harnessing Shelby; she was harnessing Admiral in the future, because she hasn't been dealing with the Borg for 10, 20, 30 years. So that side of her is all of that era. So now she's just being a quality admiral who's reasonably inspiring. Good speech, did it well, but it could have been replaced by Janeway and Clancy, with no discernible difference in the tone, the acting, or the effect in the plot.
Yeah, well, even just her death, I think, as you pointed out, I think felt kind of forced in there at the end. Like, they could have filmed it without the effects of her getting hit.
Well, and if you watch it, I mean, she doesn't react to the hits.
Yeah, she just kind of sits down. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they chose that after the fact. Oh, well, we'll kill her. We'll just have the blasts go in and then cut 2 frames after, so there's no time for her to react or not react, as the case would be. It's kind of how the edit looked.
Yeah, it could be that they didn't intend to do that necessarily, but then they also didn't include her in the next episode. So we better make sure that people know that she's maybe dead. So I don't know.
Well, that is true. Yeah, if you don't kill her, then you're thinking, well, she's not literally captain of the Enterprise, but acting captain for this ceremony. She should be one of the top people in Starfleet. Where's she? How is she? You'd think she would be capable of solving the situation in some way. And just the F.
I love seeing her back, and I as soon as I heard it was Shelby and I knew where this was kind of all going, I'm like, oh, wow, this is ironic. And then literally right after I said it, Picard said the same thing about where she's announcing the new integration of fleet formation, and Riker's like, well, that's very Borg-like. And it's like, yeah, the irony of her introducing something like that. It was like, wow. So I think getting her back for it was an interesting choice, and it was nice to see her back. Yeah, she definitely looks a lot different for sure. So
because she's 2366 and 2401, so what's that? 35 years later. It's silly to have the exact same haircut as you did when you were 29, whatever. But I didn't recognize her as Shelby.
As soon as she started talking, I did. Her voice is still
Yes.
very much the same.
Honestly, at first reaction, I thought they hired someone who looked sort of similar. Because they don't read the same. And in fact, when she was in the ready room with longer hair, which I've met her with, she felt like Shelby instantly. I think this hair choice was a really weird misstep because her natural hair is longer and more colourful. Well, sorry. Her natural choice of hair colour, probably dyes it, is whatever. Because, because she's younger than Riker, but Riker's got some dark hair. She could have still been, probably looked a bit odd, but she could have still been light blonde. It's like a Beverly. Why is she ginger and then suddenly gone black? I don't think she dyed her hair as future Gates. But yeah, because she's a decent chunk younger than Riker. Like I say, Riker has, and Troy is the same age as Riker, and she has full jet black hair still, so her to go full white.
But she's Beta Z.
Half Beta Z.
True.
And Seven is not... Seven is not significantly older. So I'm saying she didn't have to be... she feels like she should be 70 or 80, but she's not.
Yeah, she does seem a lot older than she should be, for sure.
Or could be. Yeah.
On that command path, being an admiral, that takes a lot out of you. It's, like being a politician, you go great pretty quickly compared to everybody else. So
then, as we know, hair color in the future's a choice.
Yeah, I know. And that's the future. She should be, still...
And, 30 years, but, look at Worf, Geordi. They have... that's minor complaints. They're just I didn't read her as the character at the start, but Geordi, Worf, same people. There's not much difference, and Worf's been through a lot. Still feels like Worf. Maybe she cut her hair before that she got the role and didn't grow fast enough. I just don't know why you would pick something and that's very short hair versus not. And like I said, normal hair's longer. Choice. But she did good. I hope she's not actually dead. But was shot twice with kill blasts because stun blasts are blue. So she was shot twice at
point blank range,
with kill shots. It's pretty killing.
It's a sad death for the character, unfortunately.
And it reiterates another legacy. We brought Hugh back to kill him. We brought Ro back to kill her. We brought Shelby back to kill her. And this on in season 2 as well, we brought back to kill her. Or him.
Stop killing the people you bring back, guys. Tuvok is not yet dead, so hopefully that stays that way.
Yes! Don't bloody kill Tuvok, Jesus. No!
What did you guys think about Shelby returning? Let us know your thoughts. Was it surprising? Was it a nice surprise? Let us know. We want to hear your comments. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any content from us, either edited or live. You can help us out on both edited and lives by, lives by showing up and super chatting, and edited content by super thanksing. Like on this one, just send a super thanks right now. But please join us for the lives because we have a great community. We want you to be a part of it. So,
do you want to fly out with the stars with our community? Well, you can by joining the channel
fleet
or being on our Patreon. Both get you access to the fleet, and you can see ourselves on that beautiful fleet at the end. It'll shift. You'll get different ships. And nothing bad will ever happen to the fleet in a meta game with epic proportions, he said, knowing the truth deep down.
Is there something coming? Is there a fleet event?
Who knows?
Oh.
Who knows? Or super chat on lives, super thanks on any of our videos, or PayPal, Trekyards@hotmail.com, or buy a shirt down below with the links, or just come and join us and say hello.
So until next time, he is Admiral Cockins.
And he is 7-star, 44 accommodation, white-haired Admiral Foley.
Oh, I got it. I'm not a vice admiral anymore. Yay.
You're higher.
Sweet.
7-star.
Hopefully I can
invented new ranks. See, this is the ceiling. You've gone. See you next time, guys.
Yes, enjoy the fleet video.
Bye.
Until next time, he's Commander Cut. I already said this thing. Okay, sorry. Go fleet video.